Anyways, I had something to tell you guys, or better, I had something to talk about. So apparently Bob Iger, head of like the MCU and all that, recently they just came out and said that like they're only gonna do two shows a year, and then two movies a year, with three being like the max they'll do in a year. So honestly, I'm just gonna like put this in perspective for you, all right? From from May 6th, 2022 to May 3rd, 2023, they released 5 movies and 3 shows. They released 8 projects in a year time slot. So, to put this even more in perspective, phases 1 and 2 would be 8 movies, right? It would go from Iron Man would be the first movie, and the 8th movie would be Thor Dark World. That was over the course of 5 years. That was from 2008 to 2013 is how long it took to do 8 projects back then. Or at least to like do them and distribute them to us. They literally did that in a year time span. That's crazy. Winnie. And so now going forward, they're like, yeah, we're gonna try to do like 2 movies a year, 3 max, and then 2 shows. So that would make it 5 at the most over a year, which is still kind of a lot. I feel like if it was like 1 show, I'd be like, that would be perfect. But I don't know. I mean, a lot of people are like, there's superhero fatigue, and then everyone's like, no, it's not superhero fatigue. Like, you just have to make your superhero movies good. I feel like it's neither one or the other. It's kind of like a mix of both. Like, there is for sure, especially if you release 8 things, because I mean, like, just looking at it, like when I first got into Marvel, I really didn't get like into Marvel until like Age of Ultron is like when I decided to like, hey, I'm gonna go back and watch all of these and catch up and see what I missed. And like going forward, I remember like going to a Marvel movie back then was like an event. It only happened like twice a year, three times a year at max, but that would still only be like 1 movie every 4 months typically. So it's like, it's still like, it was like an event. It's like, oh, I gotta go see, I love Age of Ultron. Chat, ban her for 5 minutes. Nah, just kidding. But like, yeah, like I literally remember me and like 3 other friends from anyways, me and 3 other friends from high school went to go see like Age of Ultron. It was like a huge event, like, you know, but like if you have to now watch like 8 of these a year, it's just like, instead of being like, hey, that Marvel thing is coming out, we gotta go see it, it's like, oh, Marvel released like their 4th thing this year, I'll get around to it when I get around to it. And that's kind of like, I feel like that's like the part of the fatigue. But like, to be fair, the Marvel movies that have come out in like what, phase 5, I'm just gonna say this, since Endgame came out, I've only seen 2 Marvel movies in theaters, and I've seen 2 Marvel shows. I saw Spider-Man Far From Home and Spider-Man No Way Home. Those are the only 2 Marvel things I've seen in movies since Endgame. And then the 2 shows I watched Moon Knight and I watched Werewolf by Night. So, and I mean, those were decent. Yeah, MCU is overwhelming if you didn't keep up as they came out. Yeah, I would say like at this point, like, that's the thing, right? Like at this point, like, it's almost like watching One Piece. Like, I mean, not as bad, clearly, but like if I told my dad, if I was like, hey, start from Iron Man and watch this, and this in this order, that would be like if someone told me to watch One Piece. I'd be like, no, I'm not doing that. That's like, I didn't see Moon Knight. It's okay. Like, you're not missing much. Like, Oscar Isaac he's carrying, I guess, but yeah, I don't know. It was fine. I liked it, but I don't really know too much about that character. I feel like people who know a lot about that character did not care for it too much. Yeah, that's like, yeah, MCU. I'm really hoping that like, because they're decreasing how many they do, hopefully that will help with like the quality of these. I saw like a tweet and everyone was like, everyone's like, okay, just because they're decreasing the quality or the quantity, that doesn't mean the quality is going to go up. And it's like, yes, that's the whole point though. Like, they're implying that it should help with the quality. And then someone like said that, and then someone else replied, well, they should say that. They should say they're doing this to help with the quantity or with the quality. And I'm just like, they should have to say that outright. Are you a fucking baby? Is your frontal cortex, like the frontal part of your lobe of your brain, not fully developed? Think. Like, it blows my mind. Blows my mind that people like that live amongst us. You know what I'm saying? Among us, sussy.
We got Keys, there's Carly, you got VK on the mic today. Got 3 motherfuckers tryna bounce today. Running 300 PGs on your house today.